Hi guys, my name's Rob. Thanks for letting me become a member of the Decentralize Everything Facebook page. I wanted to do a talk on what is Bitcoin and what is blockchain technology. But first, my disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I don't come from a financial background, and I don't have a license under ASIC. If you feel now is the time to invest into cryptocurrencies, you have to understand that the market is extremely volatile. Crypto markets go up, they go down. There's no guarantee that you can ever make any return on your investment. So me personally, I always make sure my bills are paid off first. I make sure my family is happy. Whatever is left over is then invested into the crypto market. I highly recommend a DYOR. Always do your own research prior to investing into cryptocurrencies. So my history of cryptocurrencies started in 2012, where I first heard of Bitcoin, but I really had no idea what it was. It wasn't until 2015 where I really started taking it seriously. I did a lot of reading into it, I networked with people around the world, and I watched a lot of YouTube helping me to understand it. I still consider myself an amateur at this. I know there are some guys out there who invest heavily. They make 20 grand in one day, they lose 20 grand in one day. For me, I don't want to take that level of risk or have that much stress, so I've chosen the dollar cost average route. So what that means is whenever I get paid and whatever I can afford at the time, I invest every fortnight into either Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency. So I highly recommend you guys reading this. This is the official Bitcoin white paper written by Satoshi Nakamoto. Whether that is a real person, a man, woman, or a group of people working together, Satoshi Nakamoto is credited with making the first ever cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. Other people have tried to do this in the past, and they always came up to two problems. Number one was the double spend problem, where the digital asset was able to be spent twice by the same person. Number two was whenever you wanted to send a digital asset from computer A to computer B, you always had to go through a third party to make sure that the transaction was legit. Bitcoin gets around these two problems by using this new method that's never been done before, and it's called blockchain. So how does the Bitcoin move on this blockchain technology? The best way I've had it explained to me is think of three people sitting around a table playing a game of cards. They're not actually putting down any physical money to bet, but whenever they do, there's a white piece of paper in the center of the table, and it's going to be called a ledger. So whenever these three players, whenever they win money or they lose money, all of that data will be inputted into the ledger there. Okay, so as they're playing the game, let's just say that player 3 has won the game. So tally that up, 1,000. Player 3 has won $1,600. At no point in the game can I or another player tamper with this, cross it out, and then write in a different figure, because all of the players who are around the table would see what I've just done. Now replace these three players and call them nodes, which are computers, and put millions of these nodes all over the world, which all have a copy of this thing, the ledger. Whenever I send a Bitcoin from computer A to computer B, all of these nodes all over the world will cross-reference the movement of the Bitcoin with their ledgers. If there's any discrepancy with any one of these ledgers, then the transaction will not go through and it fails. That is blockchain technology. So what does all this mean? How is Bitcoin and blockchain technology beneficial to the average person? Well, it's decentralized, meaning that there is no central bank or central authority involved. A Bitcoin is worth whatever the market is willing to pay for it. It's a decentralized currency capable of true peer-to-peer payments. So if my friend is in America and I'm here in Australia and I want to send him some funds, straight away we have a problem. Here we use Australian dollars, over there they use US dollars. I'm forced to go through a third party, i.e. a bank. The bank is going to charge me an international transaction fee, and they will take most likely 5 days to look over the transaction, make sure it's legit, and then it will go through. With Bitcoin, it's going to take, depending on how congested the network is, maybe about 10 minutes, and I could pay as little as 5 cents in fees. Security. The security of the blockchain has never been hacked to this present day. It is theoretically possible to hack a blockchain. The way a hacker would do that is they would have to get control of more than 51% of the nodes which are located all over the world. That would be extremely expensive to do that, and you would need the world's fastest computer. It's just simply not practical to hack the Bitcoin blockchain. It's just too big. Bitcoin is universal. It doesn't matter if you're from the North Pole or the South Pole. A Bitcoin is worth a Bitcoin. Once you own Bitcoin, you truly become the owner of that Bitcoin, as long as you keep the private key safe. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. So the miners, these are the guys who are using lots and lots of computers and they are solving complex mathematical tasks. A reward is that they get to build the next block and they get a Bitcoin for their proof of work. That's the consensus algorithm that they use. So if there's 21 million ever going to be in circulation, theoretically Bitcoin is an appreciating asset. So over time the price of Bitcoin should go up.